You live now to Perth. The Prime Minister is speaking.
Extraordinary result yesterday with his deputy, Rita Saffioti, 46 seats in a parliament of 59. A deserved victory for a government that gets things done and delivers for WA. And we want to partner with WA to deliver for the residents here in this growing, thriving state that is at the centre of our national economy, not just WA's economy. And that's what today is about. We were able to travel on Trish, the ferry not named after Trish here, but named after an elephant that passed away here in WA, a famous icon. But we're able to travel from the Swan across to the electorate of Perth, because where you go around Perth at the moment, chances are you'll be in a Labor-held electorate. And that's because we understand that Australia isn't just Kirribilli House, isn't just the East Coast, isn't just engaging in Canberra. There are some public servants here in WA who will lose their jobs if Peter Dutton is elected. We need to represent the whole of Australia. And that means making sure that we back WA. And that's what my government will continue to do. Today I'm announcing $60 million to assist with the ferry network being expanded here in WA. The $50 million to go towards new terminals at Applecross and Matilda Bay as part of stage 1 of the network. Stage 2 of the network will look at a range of other stops: Maylands, Point Fraser, Burswood, Optus, Claysbrook, Belmont and Rivervale. And we will have $10 million for that. Importantly as well, as Rita told us on the way across here, the ferry that we've just been on was made in WA. Yeah. Part of this government's commitment, unlike some of the other ferries that were made overseas. State and territory Liberal governments have offshored manufacturing again and again and again. In my home city of Sydney, they brought in ferries along the Parramatta River that were designed for people to be able to stand on the top of them. Unfortunately, they'll be decapitated if they stand on the top as they go under the bridges on the Parramatta River. We need to make things here. And here in WA, they're making rail carriages, they're making ferries, they're making things here in WA. And that's why, when you look at the agenda that Roger took to the election, it's in sync with our agenda. He stood up for a future made in WA. We're about a future made in Australia, making sure that jobs and manufacturing is kept here and that it grows here as well. WA will benefit from our investment in defence manufacturing here as well. And what's happening in the south of Perth there is quite extraordinary. We're getting on with the work of the road and rail network, but also, of course, of the new port that will occur as well, the early works and planning taking place. For too long, WA was taken for granted by Canberra Liberal governments. And our pledge to WA that we're committing to today will deliver 14 Medicare urgent care clinics for WA, ensure record federal funding for hospitals, over $3.6 billion a year, investing in Medicare and investing in cheaper medicines, protecting WA's share of the GST that we've enshrined, whilst making sure as well that no state is worse off. Backing mining and resources. I was in Karratha yet again yesterday, backing the resources sector. Making free TAFE permanent. I've been to, I think, 4 TAFEs here in WA. We want public TAFE. We put it back at the centre of the vocational education and training system. And it's making such an enormous difference here in WA. Importantly as well, everyone we met on the ferry, everyone we met here at Elizabeth Quay walking across the bridge is getting a tax cut under my government, all 14 million of them. And the other mob are actually saying they will legislate to increase the income taxes for all 14 million Australians. And of course, backing Metronet. Only Labor has a plan for building Australia's future. Only Labor has a plan for delivering for every part of this country. And I'm so proud that I will be able to continue to work, if we're successful, with a bloke who I've known for over 40 years, showing our age here a bit there.
Thank you very much.
But it's just a fact that we met in 1984, and ever since then we have been friends, and it's amazing. If we were having a beer there at a conference at UNSW back in 1984, I reckon there would have been pretty good odds that we would have been breath tested if they had said we'd be here today as Prime Minister and Premier. But here we are, working together with that sense of trust that comes from building relationships as well over a long period of time, just like Rita and I worked so closely together as the respective infrastructure ministers, delivering projects like Gateway WA, the largest ever road investment from the Commonwealth here in WA.